Alright, hello, and we are back. And I was thinking of something earlier today at work. Last season, I didn't do all that much multiplayer greater rifting. But the reason for that mainly was two-part reason. One is because when you're in multiplayer, you can't use Unity because you can't bring your follower with you. So you lose that 50% damage reduction that Unity offers. But more importantly, at least for the Witch Doctor, which is what I was playing last season, for the build that I was using, Carnival / Dagger of Darts, you really didn't have a good ring to replace it. For that build, there just isn't very many good rings in general, at least not the way I was playing it anyways. So I think the best that you could do, which I think I did and a few other people did, I think was Stone of Jordan to give you an extra damage versus elites. But none of the others really seemed to do very much. You know, obviously Nagel Ring was a possibility, but it doesn't help you very much in a Greater Rift. And there weren't very many good amulets either for the Witch Doctor. Now, sure, you could use Flavor of Time, which is nice, but that didn't seem to make up for the loss of the 50% damage reduction. None of them really did. But that might not be true this season, because with the Necromancer, I think I've got a good number of choices for rings. I've got this Crispin Sentence, which is almost always a good ring to wear. And I've got the one I'm wearing right now also. Oh, well, got Ring of Royal Ranger. Obviously, okay, I need that one right now. But then there is the Laurenel Sunstone. I don't have one. I thought I had a spare. But anyways, that's a good one. Laurenel Sunstone. And I've got a couple of good amulets also. So I got plenty to choose from if I'm going to be playing multiplayer Greater Rift, and by giving up that Unity. Matter of fact, I think I've also got Convention of the Elements, which I'm not wearing at the moment. So I could even replace it with that. So a lot of good choices, a lot of possibilities. So I can probably do a little bit more Greater Rifting this season than I did last season. The downside, though, to Greater Rifting this season is that with the new Crusader, Barbarian, and maybe the Monk sets, I don't know about Monk, but I know the Crusader and the Barbarian, they had some really good builds this season. Supposed to be fairly powerful, so it could also be very possible that I could go into the Greater Rifts and there could be, you know, Barbarians, Crusaders, and Monks all in there, and here I am, the lowly Necromancer this season, and they might say, hey buddy, get out of here, you know, what are you doing for Rifts there, Lyman? You're doing level 90s? Get out of here, we want 115s. So yeah, but I gotta face that possibility too. But I'm gonna try to do a little more. But the thing is that at least for last season, which may not be an issue this season, but just didn't seem like there was that much of an advantage to it. And I know that some people might say, well, you get that bonus extra 10% magic fine for every person beyond the first. Yeah, true. But also I wasted a lot more time because there were so many times when I'd go into the multiplayer game and waiting for 4 players to show up. You know, someone would come in and then they'd almost automatically leave. It almost like they took a look at who was there and they said, I don't want to rift with these people, and then they left, you know. And it's like, so there were quite a few times when I'd be in there for like a half hour waiting for the rift to get started, and it just seemed like it was a complete waste of time a lot of times. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it at least a small try this season. All right, so really don't think I'm gonna need the Kimbo's gold. All I think I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna start doing Nephilim Rifts, by the way. I don't have a Keystone, so I got the Nephilim Rifts and I got the 2 puzzle rings to do, so I don't think I'll need any extra gold find other than just the Boon of the Hoarder. So let's equip this. Here, 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 here. So I'm not taking Crispin's sentence. Okay, this is hers. And of course, if I do some bounties, now bounties is a little bit easier because I'm going to be wearing the Nagel ring for the bounties, so bounties, it really wasn't such a big issue. Although, you know, you got to give up that unity, that's 50% damage reduction. So you know, there's definitely some loss of power there. But I don't think I'll have too much of a loss of power this season. Shouldn't really be an issue. Because, I mean, even if I took off Unity and just put on even just Convention of the Elements, you know, Convention of the Elements, where is it? For the Necromancer is on average, I believe, 66% bonus to damage. I was sure I had one. Okay, I got an ancient one. Now this is only 175%, but in the cube, it's you know, it cycles through elements for 4 seconds for the ones that I use, and I think for the Necromancer there's only 3, which would be cold, physical, poison. There's only 3, so if it's in the cube, it's 200% increased damage. So let's say I'm doing physical, that's my main thing, so every 4 it's going to cycle through, it's going to be on average 66%, which is actually better than most of the other classes. Most of the other classes have 4 that it has to cycle through. But anyways, I'm saying if I took off Unity, and even if I just put on this, or put it in my cube, I would probably, I mean, I'd be doing an extra 66% damage. I would probably...
These old things are becoming so small.
I'd probably just switch over some offensive stuff to defensive. Maybe I'd switch these gems over and maybe some Paragon points over to Vitality maybe, or something like that, just to make up for the toughness that I would be losing from the Nagel ring. I mean, from the Unity. So anyways, multiplayer is definitely a more of an option this season for me than it was last season. That's right. I wanted to. Let me make sure. I wanted to save this. All right. Let's shave it. The only difference between these two is an angel ring, boon of the hoarder. Good deal. All right, let's put her back on. This one back on. Still an item I'm waiting for her.
If you insist.
I wonder when she's gonna get it. All right, regular Nephilim Rifty.
Unleash your power, champion.
What is going on? Did I let my things run out?
All must serve the cycle.
I have to go back and look at that one. I don't know what happened there. I know that does a lot of damage, but... Come on! Stop spreading around so much.
That needs to recharge habits.
Almost no good against just one enemy. Gotta have at least a few around. Disorient! Lost my bonus. Two in a row.
It's not possible. This world can abide you no longer.
The Rift Guardian has found me.
Brent, where is it?
A grave beckons. I'm returning to town.
Well done, champion.
A little bit more damage.
A lovely piece.
A lovely piece. Alright, we're still going for shoulders.
You look like you could use a new item of, indeterminate useful. Don't forget, luck always changes.
My bag is full.
I've already got one, but I might want a spare. Ah, come on. No, I do not have one. I thought I had one. Guess I must have put it in my cube. Alrighty, next. Hit it. One guy I was watching who
I wish you luck, hero.
really tries to be as efficient as possible. He says he'll get, if he can, he will do Nephilim rifts and get 100 Keystones, which I guess would be between 20 and 30. So he'll just keep on doing them and build up 100 Keystones, and then he'll start doing greater rifts. I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. Not with having any fun, anyways. Just Nephilim rift after Nephilim rift after Nephilim rift.
Embraces you. consumes you! That is not possible.
Range magic radiates from this forest.
Must serve the cycle. Unafraid. My essence is too low. Embraces you.
Oh! I lost it. Thought maybe there'd be some money down here from all those treasure chests that dropped. Lost my bonus.
fine corpse. Embraces you. Beckons.
The grave beckons.
That is not possible. The grave beckons. Decay and rot. Fear the end.
Alright, lose my bonus, but that's alright. pick up some of my treasure.
I'm afraid not.
All right.
I'm returning to town.
I'm returning to town. Got some keystones.
My insight grows.
I got 11.
Don't be shy.
Another convention of the elements. Good for my cube, I guess. Let's convert. Make sure I'm doing this right. I did it wrong last couple times. I want to convert some of these veiled crystals to some of these. So convert veiled crystal.
Not your worst idea. Not quite. Not your worst idea. Not quite.
Not quite. Right. Another thing I was thinking of earlier today, I don't think I want to start doing too much with my items as far as reforging and even upgrading, at least not yet. I think I want to get a few items first that are going to be in my build. And once I've got maybe 5 or 6 of them and I've kind of narrowed down the choices, then I'll start upgrading and or reforging. But I don't want to upgrade and use all my death breath and so forth for, let's say, gloves. And then later on find another ancient legendary pair of gloves. Well, then I've wasted all of that, all those materials on gloves. I think I'd rather wait until I find at least a few anyways. Of the items that I'm looking for.
Hello.
Spending blood shards, that's different because I can only carry so many, so I might as well just spend those as I go. But as far as the other things go, I'm just gonna wait.
Do come back again. Don't forget, luck always changes.
That is too expensive.
No, I'll put that, or at least consider putting. Oh, I already have it in my cube. Okay. Right, and I will right back with a couple more nifty rifties. I will be right back.